video games. Hailed as many as the Mario Killer, the Sonic Killer, the Final Fantasy Killer, the Chrono Trigger Killer, a tightly woven platformer with unique mechanics and ingenious level design that rivals even the guys at Rare at the time. I mean, seriously, Rare, what the fuck is this shit? I could have made this. At the time of its release, it was the Super Nintendo's killer app to bring Nintendo back to relevancy. Shortly after the monumental train wreck that was Super Mario World, the bigwigs at Nintendo started to scout for fresh talent. Something new and original. The result was these guys. The world-famous Pickford brothers, known for games such as Plok, which is often hailed as the Mario Killer, the Sonic Killer, Plok. The brainchild of the Pickford brothers is just what Nintendo needed in their most dire straits. It was a gem and it sold millions, which made Nintendo lots and lots of cash. Enough to make the Nintendo 64 even. Although sadly with every gem comes its cons, and this is where we come in and give you the scoop on the Citizen Kanes of gaming. For real. Welcome to Plok's world, the island of acrylic. A fictional communist island set in the 1970s. Our hero Plok wakes up to find that his flag is stolen. You know, instead of going back to bed or doing something better to do, Plok decides to risk his whole entire life for essentially something he can replace off Amazon. Amazon.com has a bunch of flags. I mean, you'd think that Plok would resort to Amazon.com, where you could also purchase a Kindle Fire. Or maybe a Bluetooth headset for hands-free driving. You figure out that your asshole neighbors from across the other island has stolen it. Shortly after a gang of levels, which are extremely reminiscent of Gianna Sisters DS, you return back to your acrylic to find out the whole island has been infested with bed bugs. It's up to you to get rid of the pest for some odd reason. I mean, like honestly, where the hell is everyone else on this goddamn island? Is Plok a fucking loner? Huh? Such is the sad, unsung story of our hero Plok. First off, analysis of the game's titular character. Looks pretty charming at first glance, don't you think? Until you realize the terrifying similarities between Plok and Rayman. If I didn't fucking know better, I'd say Plok was just a recolored sprite of Rayman I found on DeviantArt in the 90s. Detachable limbs? Totally fucking Rayman. The hair? Totally Rayman. Plok spelled backwards? It's fucking Rayman. We're dropped off into colorful Cotton Island, which seemingly resembles a peaceful, playful island turns out to be a drug-induced drugland for fucking druggies. Look at those fucking flowers. As far as I'm aware, I've never seen flowers fucking do that. Maybe if you're on drugs, right? Yeah, you druggy, sure, why not? So is this what we're dealing with here? Is Plok actually hallucinating Cotton Island? Is Plok on psychedelics and is just imagining this whole entire game? We go to drug specialist and analyst Dr. Johann Kraftwerk for the scoop on this druggy of our protagonist.
What we have here is a lowlife. Plok is a lowlife. He seems to, how to say, oh shit. Lost all touch with reality, mostly because of his addiction to LSD and MDMA. I would say it is a coping mechanism that Plok cannot overcome. Да, it is shame.
Thank you for the informative segment, Doctor. I mean, seriously, like, look at those fucking things. What is that shit? After heavy survey, it seems like every single thing is after Plok and want him dead. Even these logs. Seriously, these logs want Plok's remains splattered all over the ground. Who the fuck has the time to haul these heavy-ass logs anyway? These fellers seem harmless at first, but they are just as fucking dangerous as the goddamn logs you encounter later on. Jesus Christ! What the fuck is that thing? Luckily, Plok has the ability to horrifyingly detach his limbs a la Rayman as a means of defense. This game is also incredibly fucked up. Like, one up and you're shit up a creek without a paddle. Plok is only given 2 invincibility frames after being hit by anything with a motive to break your bones, whilst enemies are literally given like 24 frames of it. Talk about bullshit. If you find yourself between a Plok and a hard place, you can collect these clams that fill up Plok's bloody face up here, which will give you an extra Plok. Ain't that something, right? Shit. You won't be able to progress successfully by just throwing your limbs though. Scattered all around the place are presents. Presents are a concept borrowed by another universally loved Super Nintendo game called Earthbound. Go figure. And each and every one of these presents grant Plok an extremely OP power-up that allows him to blow through everything that steps in his path. One of my favorite power-ups is the gun. It's powerful, and it reminds me of this game's thinly veiled American worshipping propaganda. America is strong and has guns. Plok is strong and also has guns. Talk about wacky, short but sweet. Cotton Island's just a sample of what's in store for our little hero. The aptly titled Bobbin brothers are the first bosses you encounter, one of many. I don't know who was the sick fuck who think he could get away with modeling these Bobbin brothers after blackface. How fucking racist can you get in the 90s? Their patterns are extremely spontaneous, the result of bad coding and design. Even the projectiles these things regurgitate makes no sense. Are those fucking human nails? As mentioned before, the whole flag business was just one big setup for the real plot of the game. Pest extermination. Returning back to acrylic, you find the whole entire place is infested with fucking bed bugs. Much like a low-priced apartment in the metropolitan areas of New York. Haha. Plok isn't having any of that shit. Plok fucking hates bugs. Look at his face. It says, I hate bugs. Even on the back of the box it says, Plok fucking hates bugs. Plok hates bugs. In these new set of levels, your objective is to rid the area of the pest while trying to keep your sanity intact. Shown by Plok's face near the health bar. Any moment, Plok is willing to fucking go berserk and call it a day. It is up to you, the gamer, to prevent that. Unlike the drug-laden Cotton Island, the areas show more of a industrial design, and new gameplay mechanics are introduced. You're able to collect wasps and use them against enemies. A gameplay mechanic loosely based off the children's hit Bugdom. And the exact same sprites from Donkey Kong Country. Ain't that some fucking shit? Also, these bullseye switches that take away each and every one of your fucking limbs, leaving you limbless and totally fucking weird and not normal because you have no limbs like normal people. What are you, a fucking freak, huh? You don't have legs or arms? What are you, fucking disabled or something? What are you, a fucking disabled freak, huh? Normal people only, Plok. Normal people only, Plok. We arrive back at Plok's house to find out that the pests have also intruded onto your property. Plok's house is a shack. A piece of shit at that fact too. I don't even understand how anyone normal could live under such conditions that Plok puts his fucking so-called house through. It's scum. It's garbage. Plok's fucking trash hole. Plok's house is like a goddamn shack. First you want the flags, now your house is complete shit? The noxious fumes emanating from Plok's hellhole of a house causes him to knock out into an unconscious dreamlike state, and you're given an alternate storyline where you play as Plok's racist-ass grandfather. Due to the extremely shitty color limitations of the early 1900s, you aren't able to play levels in color. The whole entire thing is like a goddamn Instagram filter. Literally, the whole entire time you play as Plok's grandfather, you have to play through the game's built-in Instagram simulator due to the SNES not being powerful enough to put out sepia-tone graphics. Instead of recovering flags, you're digging to find your stolen amulet. Digging? Fucking really? You know, if I fucking wanted to play, if I fucking wanted to dig, I'd play some fucking Minecraft, which is essentially an HD dig dug. Plok is hell-bent at destroying each and every living being on this island, including the next boss we meet, the Peckinos brothers. What the fuck is your problem, Plok? They aren't even doing anything. Like, seriously. A lot of these levels actually remind me of the superior Lion King SNES game. If anyone tells you that the Genesis one is better than the SNES one, they're fucking lying. Soon enough, we step into Creepy Forest. Just as the name of the area implies, this place is just straight up scary. The enemies are also just as scary, like these ex-convict flowers from Yoshi's Island. The boss of this short-lived area is the Bobby Womack spider, which is undoubtedly the worst boss in this whole entire game. Look at this Ferris wheel bullshit you're dealt with. There's absolutely no point to it. And these projectiles? If I wanted to fucking play Toho, I'd fucking play Toho for God's sakes. It's the halfway point of the video game, you know what that means, folks. It's time for Arjun's Corner.
What's up, niggas? Welcome to Arjun's Corner Recap. Plok is the game for the Super Nintendo and is a piece of shit. The music is completely great, but I can't help to notice the similarities to other songs such as Plok's House and 50 Cents in the Club.
Go, shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give up, it's your birthday.
Now that's some drill shit. This has been Arjun's Corner. Fuck you, white America.
Things from this point on get even creepier. Get it? Cause this area is called Creepy Crag? Get it? Yeah, I don't even fucking care anymore. Fuck this shit. Like, why is Plok still trying? Why is Plok still trying?
Why am I still trying? Why am I slaving at a hot Super Nintendo for this fucking self-centered prick who only wants his flags back? I mean, come on, even the stages lose all originality in their names. Like, seriously,
Go Home Cavern? I mean, of a fucking Goonies 2014 remake.
Go Home Cavern. Seriously, is that
all you can fucking come up with?
Go Home Cavern?
Okay, alright, I see how it is. Alright, cool, Go Home Cavern. Go home, get out of here, get the fuck out, Go Home Cavern. That's why it's called it. I'm going home right now. I'm not playing this shitty platformer anymore. No more of it. Go Home Cavern. Thank you, game, for telling me what I should do. I should go home and not play this anymore. Fuck Plok.
And that was Plok, ladies and gentlemen. My final grade on this game is
a 2 out of 10 for Plok. I mean, I kind of feel like the game could have better graphics. Better graphics. And I also kind of feel like the protagonist could have been a little bit better designed than Rayman. No Rayman next time. No Rayman. And I feel like the game should have been put not on the SNES, maybe the PS1. You know, better graphics.
And that was Plok. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this episode of I Love Video Game.
I'm your host, Shalik.